Skillbyte here. So this is the Martalk model R39. There's a link in the description. And it is a 5K dash cam. And it actually has 3 channels. What does that mean? It means it can look out the front, it can look at the interior, and it can look behind your car. It's basically got 3 cameras that you can use. You don't have to, but you can. It's also got touchscreen on the back. It's honestly, it looks like it's really good. Let's take a look at some of the stuff it comes with. It comes with everything you need to install it. Instruction manual, which is actually pretty good. Comes with the camera. It's got one of those electrostatic sheets, actually 2 of them. It includes extra 3M pads, a cleaning cloth. This here is the interior, so it would generally mount on the inside of the windshield, pointing back towards the seats, so you can see what's happening inside. This one is to be mounted on the back of the car. Plenty of length of the cable. So it's got the 3 channels, so it will do 5K forward facing. So if you're only doing forward facing, it'll do actually 5K video, which is really good. And if you do all 3 channels, it's 4K forward and 1K for each of the back facing ones, which is quite good for 3 channels. Also, this thing, it came with a 64, I should mention, it comes with an SD card, 64 gigabyte SD card, which is in it. So I should mention that it's got Sony lenses, which are really good, nice and clear. Now it includes the power cable and the mounting bracket. Those are already in the car. If I can get the GoPro to actually focus on the dash cam here, we can get some video. So I've been using this for a couple of weeks now, and I gotta say I really like it. This is my 5th dash cam, and by far my favorite. The touchscreen is awesome, the display is awesome. It is crystal clear. I'm hoping the GoPro is showing how clear it is, because it is crystal clear. So a couple things. One, it's recording. You can see that. Date, time. This is the collision detection, 3-minute loop, wide dynamic range, SD card. It is recording audio. GPS is on. It is connected to power, and your resolution's 4K for the front facing and 1080p for the inside and the rear facing. So it's touchscreen. This will take a picture. This will turn on Wi-Fi, start and stop recording. This is a folder for your videos, your photos, and your collision alert. Then here we have setup. The option shown for resolution is based upon the number of cameras you have connected. I have all 3 connected, so I got 4K at 1080p and 1080p. Loop recording, you can choose 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minutes. Wide dynamic range, you want it wide angle so that you get, if someone hits you from the side, you want to be able to see it on the video. Record audio, you want audio to record or not. Date stamp, you want a date stamp on yours. Mirror is cool in the fact that the rear facing cameras are mirrored by default when you see them, so they don't look right when you're looking on the screen here. So I have it both mid and rear mirrored. Flip, if you have a camera upside down, just flip it. I don't. This is your G sensor sensitivity. I have mine on high. And parking guard. So parking guard, I have it off because I don't have it wired to my battery. It's the same with all dash cams. If you want the parking thing to work, you need it wired directly to the battery. You can do that, I just don't have it. Wi-Fi on off. Wi-Fi frequencies, this is big, 2.4G, or 5G. 5G is so much faster than 2.4G. That's your wireless and your speed. It will download videos quick. Daylight is your daylight savings time. Your date and time, you can set that. Screensaver, so I have it off because I'm showing you the video. If you're like an Uber or Lyft driver, you may want to have it off so you can see what's happening behind you. Otherwise, you can have it go to a black screen. Beep sound is what it, turning on the beep or not. Languages, it's got a bunch of languages. We'll keep it on English. GPS, you want to record GPS or not on the video. Time zone is what you think, time zone. And mile per hour or kilometers per hour. And there's a next page. Frequency, 50 or 60 hertz. Time, so you want it 24 hours or 12 hours. You can format the SD drive. I do recommend doing that about once a month or so. Change everything to default and your versions. So that's all the settings. So let's go back. Now, I can have it so that it shows me whichever camera I want. So if I click here, it's showing me just the front. Again, hey, this is the inside one. Hey, everybody. It works great in low light. It's got 4 IR lights, so you can actually see when it's dark. There, it's dark. And I hope you can see. This is crystal clear. I hope the GoPro will pick it up. And then we'll go to the other one. This is the one that would be on the back of the car, but I have it facing off to the side just a little bit, just so you can see, because I haven't run it all the way back yet. And back to the default. But this view here is great if you got kids or something and you want to keep an eye on them behind you, in addition to Uber or Lyft, a rideshare type thing. Now, if you want to connect to it via your phone, you can. Enable the Wi-Fi, download the app, connect your phone to that SSID, and that'll allow you to connect that app to the dash cam, and you can do all those settings from the app. You can view all your videos, you can download videos, which will then allow you to share them on Facebook or whatever you want. So I've been using this for over 2 weeks now. Took a long trip for Thanksgiving. It's worked great. Love the touchscreen. Being able to see the dogs in the back seat is nice. Keep an eye on them. And I do highly recommend it. There is a link in the description. And I hope that was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment, and good luck with your purchasing decisions. And I just realized I haven't taken the protective cover off, so it's probably even a little clearer. So I do really recommend this, and my garage lights just all went off. So, hope this was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment. Hello, wife.